Hello, this is Serpentstare, this is Magic 2014. Welcome back. We are fighting against Ess-Nelek, who is coming at us with a 5/5 trampling first strike sliver. Now, obviously, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt pretty much no matter what I do. I will throw the Goblin Arsonist in front of it, which will only block one of the damage, but then I can kill the first strike. It'll still block that damage. Creatures. That one. Okay. And now this thing deals its remaining 4 damage to me, as I believe it just did. Although for some reason that battle thing didn't show up. Normally it would. Normally it would come over here, and then it would put the battle animation on me. How strange. Anyway, that gave me some life. Also, this guy is a 5/5, he's also tapped, so this, our opponent now only has 2 1/1 defenders, which no longer have first strike, available. So, no, stop, I didn't want to pick that up again. I will be attacking, I will go to my attack phase, and then I will be attacking with not only my flyer, but also my big buddy on the ground over here. Now let me double check and think about that. Yes, I think that is what I want to do, because now that he doesn't have first strike anymore, I could throw these 3 in front of him and they would bring him down. They would also all die, which is rather unfortunate, but sometimes that's the price you have to pay, and to be honest, I find the Torch Fiend's pretty disposable in this instance. Unless he starts bringing out artifacts, I don't really expect any of them. Except as disposable blockers. Okay, and I destroy one of his small slivers, which is important to me, because those small slivers, they can eventually get very big and very scary as they continue to get abilities from the rest of the Sliver Hive. As I'm sure you can imagine, having seen some of the things that this deck is doing. Bonescythe Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have double strike. Their appendages are sharper than our swords and quicker than our bows. Okay, now that is also going to be a serious problem. Double strike, as you have probably already seen, is essentially first strike plus normal damage. So that's going to be all sorts of problems for me, really. And it also means that if I charge into combat again against any of these critters, I will have my my ass handed to me. Let us continue on to combat. He still doesn't have any slivers in the air or with reach, so I can just keep hitting him with my Thopter. So yeah, in order to effectively block this, I would need to throw something in front of it that can take 2 damage before, without dying, and can deal out 2 damage. So, that would only be this one. Anything else, it could kill before combat. This could block it on its own, though, at the cost of its own life. I'm not sure I want to do that. Steelform Sliver. Sliver creatures you control get +0, +1. 1 additional toughness. Although the slivers may sometimes resemble us, they are not human. Anyone who fights them must remember this. Now these slivers are going to get harder to kill. This is a problem. Yep, and he's only going to attack me with the Big Mother. Not surprising. This could get through any of my creatures. And since it has trample, it would then deal its damage left over to me again. I believe that when I skip blocking here, it will deal its damage to me twice. Because there's a first strike round, yeah. Welcome to the difficulty that is double strike. Cone of Flame deals 1 damage to target creature or player, 2 damage to another, and 3 damage to a third. That will be very helpful right now. My Fire Servant will double that, which means that with the 3, I can take down the Ground Shaker, and with the 2, I can take down this one, the Double Striker. And then I could use the extra one to take down the Small Sliver if I want to, which I think I do. So let's go with that. Creatures, 1 damage to Small Sliver, 2 damage to Double Strike Sliver, 3 damage doubled into 6 to Trampling Sliver, which means that the only ability they will have left at that point is 1 additional toughness. I can deal with that. Now he only has a 2/3, and it doesn't have any special abilities, it's just a 2/3. That I can handle. In fact, it might just be time for an all-out attack. Like a real all-out attack. Continue. He won't be able to kill this even if he blocks it. Any of these 3 he could. He'll probably block this one. If anything. Yep. So that'll kill his creature, and then he'll take a whole bunch of damage. Continue. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I was facing pretty dire straits there. Admittedly, this had a lot to do with luck. And now, I can finish this right now. It'll hurt, but it'll be worth it. Because he only had 4 health left, and my effect guy that doubled damage from sorceries was still on the field, that dealt him 6 damage and gave me the win. I am now the Shandalar champion. I got the Silver Fossil. I recognize that. I have seen that fossil before. Okay. And I have the Sliver Hive deck. I could use that sometime if I wanted to. Wild Guess. As an additional card to cost Wild Guess, discard a card. Draw 2 cards. No Guts, No Glory. A draw engine in red. Fascinating. That could be very useful, actually. Let's see what gets unlocked now. Silver Fossil. After surviving the attack of the Sliver Hive. Oh, Sliver Fossil. You pry the Sliver Fossil from the claws of Ess-Nelek. Another piece in the puzzle has been found. And now we can go to Alara.
Ramaz spoke of a furred goblin Dracomancer who lived on a volcano. The goblin could scry with fire, using an enchanted gem shard. The only place I know with dragons and hairy goblins is Jund, on the plain of Alara. Find the shaman, see what he knows about Ramaz, and bring me that shard.
So we're going to Jund. Interesting. Come back next time, and we'll see some dragons, goblins, some Jund.